In 2021, JPMorgan Chase the log America paid $175 million for a college financial aid startup run by a 28-year-old. Its CEO, Jamie Dimon, personally sat down with the founder to close the deal. 18 months later, JPMorgan's own lawyers would call the entire acquisition a fraud, built on millions of customers who never existed. This is the story of Charlie Javice, the woman Forbes called one of the 30 under 30, and the app that promised to fix student debt, and delivered a masterclass in making numbers up. Charlie Javice founded Frank in 2017 in her mid-20s. With a simple pitch, the federal financial aid form, the FFSA, was confusing, and millions of students were leaving money on the table because of it. Frank promised to fix that. Simplify the form, help students get more aid, faster. It worked, at least as a story. Javice became a fixture on 30 under 30 lists. Investors loved her. She was young, sharp, and selling something that sounded genuinely good, helping broke college kids get money they were owed. By 2021, she was ready to sell. JPMorgan wanted in on the student market, a generation of future customers, right as they were opening their first bank accounts. Javice's pitch: Frank had over 4 million users. A direct pipeline into Gen Z. JPMorgan agreed to buy the company for $175 million. Jamie Dimon met with her personally during the negotiations. There was just one problem. Frank didn't have 4 million users. It had fewer than 300,000. As the acquisition moved toward closing, JPMorgan wanted to verify the numbers. So, according to trial testimony, Javice turned to her team. She asked an engineer to help generate millions of fake accounts to pad the list. When he refused, she reportedly reassured him, "Don't worry. I don't want to end up in an orange jumpsuit." Instead, prosecutors say she turned to a math professor and data scientist, who helped build a synthetic customer list, fake names, fake emails, fake students who had never once used the app. The deal closed. $175 million changed hands. Months later, JPMorgan tried to actually use its new customer base, marketing directly to the millions of Frank users it had just paid for. Almost none of them were real. JPMorgan sued. The Department of Justice followed with criminal charges: bank fraud, wire fraud, securities fraud, conspiracy. In March 2025, a jury convicted Javice on all 4 counts. In September 2025, Javice stood before a federal judge. Her lawyers asked for 18 months. Prosecutors asked for 12 years. The judge landed in between 85 months. Just over 7 years, followed by 3 years of supervised release. A 10-year sentence in total. He ordered her to forfeit more than $22 million in salary, stock, and bonuses, and to pay $287.5 million in restitution alongside her co-defendant. The judge didn't let JPMorgan off easy either. He noted the bank had plenty to blame itself for buying a company worth hundreds of millions of dollars without ever properly checking if its core asset, its users, actually existed. But he was clear about who he was sentencing. "I'm punishing her conduct," he said, "not JPMorgan's stupidity." Charlie Javice didn't fake a product. The app was real. It genuinely helped some students file for aid. What she faked was scale, the one number that turns a small, honest business into a $175 million acquisition. And the most unsettling part isn't that she lied. It's that one of the largest banks on earth, with unlimited lawyers and analysts, simply believed her because the story was exactly the one they wanted to hear.